Hello and welcome to High Caliber TV, or source for figure and model updates every Wednesday and Friday. So it's 2016 and I'm committed to revitalizing the, shall we say, frequency of the YouTube channel after getting back from Telford. Went right into the holidays between family, friends, doing all that sort of stuff. I really had very little impetus to get back onto the workbench and do videos, not to mention modeling. But I have a couple of new projects on the go, and I'm desperately close to finishing some of the 2015 projects. So let's get right into this. We've got some Heroes and Villains unboxings. We just got these figures in this week. Really great stuff. This guy's a restock, but I'm able to show you the insides of these guys. Usually they're taped up, and I don't do unboxings on figures when they're taped because, you know, it's breaking the seal. The customer can't open it himself. So let's start with this guy. He is actually well on his way. If you'll see, I did the blocking with an airbrush of his sort of waistcoat, trousers, socks, things like that in a creamy off-gray, off-white color. And then remasked that and went with a very dark, like extra dark sea gray mixed with Mediterranean blue to create the really dark color for his jacket. And then I went over that with some rough hand painting. A lot of glaze mediums went into this to make the thin colors for his cross belts, all of his gear, his turnbacks, and his collar. And so I'm just mating the two colors now and gonna go ahead with the highlights and the shadows. And then from there we're going to detail, flesh, etc., etc. Obviously the trousers are going to be a sort of a beige cream color. And yeah, blocking's begun. He was a blast to put together. Very few mold lines or gaps needed to be filled. The one thing that I did have to do was create the strap that goes from his canteen all the way up onto his shoulder here, but that was done. The kit supplies you with the lead foil that you'd use for that, and then I just did my usual take a sharp ruler, bend it, score it, cut it with a really sharp knife, and there you go. So yeah, really great stuff. The figures, it should be noted, do come with the base, not the wood, even though this is a Heroes and Villains wood base. They only come with the resin, but it's all textured. It's got the stones and sticks and stuff. I'm going to put some leaves on there. It's going to be great. I'm really excited about this. And moving on, I'm going to show you the 42nd Regiment of Foot, 1782. These figures, it should be noted, are all 54mm. I suppose people would call that historical scale, probably because I think a lot of lead figures used to be in 1/32nd, or at least the old Airfix ones, a lot of them were in 1/32nd. But yeah, as you can see, figure comes cast beautifully, absolutely beautifully. These guys are out of Spain. They do a bang-up job on this stuff. Really cool subjects too. It's seems pretty rare that you come across. You get a lot of Napoleonic stuff, but it seems pretty rare that you come across the specifics of the Revolutionary War. And I'm really hoping that they put some time into doing some War of 1812 stuff. I think that'd be just awesome. So yeah, got him. He's got all his canteen stuff. Again, from here, you'd probably want to work on some extra definition on the straps. This is the bag with all the extra stuff in here. He's got his musket, haversack, the head. Let's see if we can actually open this up and take a look. This being an unboxing and all. Like, I cannot get over how awesome these components are. Beautifully cast. Yeah, everything's awesome. One note, though, is that you will occasionally get components that are warped slightly. That's just the nature of the business with resin. These things do happen, and I might in the future do a video about how to change that. But shorthand, you boil a pot of water, like in your kitchen, submerge the component, allow it to become slightly bendable, and then remove it with a ladle or something like that is how I do it. Put it out, dry it off, and then bend it to where you want it to be, and find a way to preserve the straightness, like on a straight edge, something like that, and then you're good to go. So it is literally a 5-minute fix. Like, do not be dissuaded by this. I remember getting figures back in the 90s when Verlinden was the only place to go for historical types of figures. These bases are awesome, by the way. When Verlinden was the only place to go for historical types of figures, and Verlinden was like, they were awesome in the 90s. It was the best place to go. All their weapons were warped. Like, man, oh man, can I please get a kit that doesn't have a completely warped musket? Anyway, moving on. This is the Officer of the Continental Army. So awesome. I haven't had a chance to cross-reference the uniforms. I don't know if I have that many books in my personal library about the Revolutionary Army, but I'm sure Osprey's done probably plenty out there you can get to get the specifics on the uniforms. But yeah, really great stuff. I love how it's all a single cast. So there's very few gaps. Really solid connection points for the joints. Even for his, I think it's a tricorn? Yeah. No, it's a bicorn. I'm sorry. 2 points. His pole arm is warped slightly. Again, that's the same deal, you know. Some people would even, I might actually do this, would replace this with brass rod. Just bore out his hand, and of course preserve the hand, because that's where that would be hard to replicate again. But you could just trim it, put on, or flute through a correspondingly sized diameter piece of brass rod, and that thing will never bend. Or if it does, you can just bend it back. But that's, of course, customer's preference. Got the point for his pole arm. Man, this stuff is awesome. This is the first time I've actually opened this figure up. This is his base. Got the pre-Hesco there. I don't know what you'd call it. What they call them. The earthworks, I think, is what I've generally heard them referred to as, but it's just sticks thatched, filled with earth. So fresh. Really awesome stuff. It's got a little cant to it there for some interest on the base. And there we go. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you so much to everybody, all the subscribers who've joined recently. Like, I'm just blown away at the support that I get from the YouTube community. All the people sending me messages. Some people have pointed out that I haven't put up a video in a long time. I do know, and I'm working on it. But like I said, family, friends over the holidays, you know how it is. So I'm back at it now, though. Heroes and Villains, fantastic company. We just got more of them in, and restocks. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.